Sardonicus are all surprisingly inventive stories, with shocking twist endings that are here reprinted in their entirety. My favorite of the three, Sagittarius, may not be a perfect exercise in style, but it is a luscious, devoted repast of Gothic fiction. Sagittarius centers around the tale of two stage actors, the divine Selig and the revulsive Laval, a freakishly deformed performer who shocks the Grand Guignol audience every night, and who embodies evil to perfection. If you can guess the not-too-subtle wordplay hidden in the performers' names, then it will feel only natural that, in an inspired stroke, Russell links the pair with two more infamous figures of Gaslight London, Jack the Ripper and Mr. Hyde. The connection is effortless, and feels neither mannered nor insincere, and, I guarantee this, it packs a powerful punch in its final pages. La vie est un corridor noir, d'impuissance et de désespoir, cries Laval. Life is a black corridor of impotence and despair. Indeed. Sanguinarius retells, from an unorthodox perspective and with great macabre gusto, the story of Countess Elizabeth Bathory and her thirst for blood. Russell provokes and subverts the tale by adopting the Countess's point of view. He succeeds in this by infusing the story with period quirks and idioms that lend an air of authenticity to the macabre proceedings. It is also remarkable to hear the tale told in this manner, as we find empathy and reason behind the most atrocious actions. Bathory starts her journey as a virginal bride in her early teens, and is swallowed by a vortex of depravity and bloodshed that is described at times with zealous excess. In this, Sanguinarius represents an aspect of Russell's fiction that will erupt in full in Incubus, the capacity of the author to get caught in his own compulsions as he attempts to titillate and shock the listener. The most famous of his tales, and the only one that is frequently reprinted and discussed, is Sardonicus. First published in Playboy at the end of the 1950s, this is a tale of enormous originality that remains, at the same time, a grand homage and a reinvention of the Gothic. To the eyes of its seemingly straight protagonist, Sir Robert Cargrave, everything in Castle Sardonicus is askew and in decay. He has been called there to assist the husband of a former liaison of his. The man in question, the preternaturally pale Mr. Sardonicus, has the lower half of his face paralyzed in a horrid rictus, and the reason for this is too preposterous and delightful to consign in these few lines. In my opinion, Ray Russell is the literary equivalent of the Italian filmmaker Mario Bava, a super-saturated neo-Gothicist who shines above the premises of his material based on style, conviction, and artistic flair. Until recently, most of Russell's work had remained unavailable. I took great pride in presenting a new edition of Haunted Castles, the complete Gothic stories, as part of the Penguin Horror series. I am now proud to introduce Russell's work as a Penguin classic. Guillermo del Toro. Sardonicus. 1. An S of vulgar pretension. In the late summer of the year 1800 and blank, a gratifying series of professional successes had brought me to a state of such fatigue that I had begun seriously to contemplate a long rest on the continent. I had not enjoyed a proper holiday in nearly 3 years, for in addition to my regular practice, I had been deeply involved in a program of research, and so rewarding had been my progress in this special work. It concerned the ligaments and muscles, and could, it was my hope, be beneficially applied to certain varieties of paralysis, that I was loath to leave the city for more than a week at a time. Being unmarried, I lacked a solicitous wife who might have expressed concern over my health. Thus it was that I had overworked myself to a point that a holiday had become absolutely essential to my well-being. Hence, the letter which was put in my hand one morning near the end of that summer was most welcome. When it was first presented to me by my valet at breakfast, I turned it over and over, feeling